Okay, so I have been sick like these past 2 weeks or so, and that's why I have been non-verbal essentially these past couple of times that I've been on TikTok Live, but I'm just now starting to feel better. And I kind of just like wanted to get into this. Yeah, but I haven't been like recording lately just because I have been so sick. The only thing I recorded was my reaction to the recent Nintendo Direct, which was like a really bummy Nintendo Direct, by the way. But like I was so sick when I had to record that, you know, I had to pull myself up out of bed and, you know, put everything together. I had to do a lot of configuration on my computer, make sure everything would work, and then make a bingo the morning of. It was literally so crazy, and I was so proud of all the work I put in. And I feel like I built a little resentment from this. Like, I was thinking about it yesterday because I started to feel good about like 2 days ago or so. But like, it's crazy because you can put in so much work. Like, people really don't see like all of the work that you put in to, you know, going live or making videos. And I have to get out of the habit of like checking my social media for any sort of response, because what I'm looking for is positive response, and lately I've seen so many nasty comments Like, there are a lot of people who are supportive, which I genuinely, like, that means so much to me. But it's like, for some reason, like, the negative comments always stand out, and it's just, like, so disgusting to me. Like, you don't even know who I am. You don't know what the work that it takes to, like, get up and actually do something like this. Like, I just know that you're, like, doom scrolling on Instagram Reels, and that's why you're, like, so miserable, is because your brain has literally rotted. There's literally, like, nothing left up in there. So it's, like, extremely discouraging to, like, want to get on here, but I, like, want to thank literally everybody on TikTok. I know not everybody on TikTok, like, tunes in. I know, like, a lot of people don't tune in to begin with, but, like, TikTok literally has the best audience, I swear. Before I started doing any of this, TikTok was the audience that I was scared of the most. But it turns out that Instagram and YouTube are actually the hardest, like, audiences to break into. They are literally, like, they're fucking assholes. It's like, crazy. So it's kind of put me in, like, this resentful mood towards kind of, like, making anything. And obviously I'm not gonna stop because I'm too fucking stubborn, and shit like that just fuels my fire. But, you know, having this time off, having the time to, you know, kind of step away from everything and just being, like, sick and having time on my own has given me a lot of time to, like, relax and, like, come back to myself, which I've been playing Paper Mario 64 in the meantime, and I've been having a blast doing so. Like, I think 2 days ago, all I did was play Paper Mario all day long, and I've just been yearning for, like, that Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door experience all over again. You know, I never really finished the first Paper Mario 64 just because of Dry Desert. I hate having to navigate through all that, but yesterday I was able to actually, like, get through all of it, and I had such a blast. Like, it was so nice just, like, being able, and I know I don't have to do this, I don't have to sit down and record, but also, I don't want to suck capitalism's dick my whole entire life, so, like, fuck you if you have anything to say for me getting up and fucking trying. And that's why I think all these bitches are miserable. So it was so nice to just enjoy my own time, not have to worry about some stupid ass bitch, like, saying something just, like, so unnecessary and, like, vile to some random human being that you don't even know, that's, like, rooted in, like, white supremacy. Yes, it was rooted in white supremacy. And just enjoy my time. So, like, I'm trying to, like, where can I find that again? Like, in the joy of playing video games, because that's what I love to do. I love to play video games. I love to, like, talk about pop culture. I want to share that with people. I want to talk to other people about video games and pop culture. It's literally not, like, a crazy concept. So I've been having a blast playing Paper Mario, and I cannot check those comments of, like, Instagram and YouTube anymore, because people on there are fucking assholes, man. It's crazy. TikTok, if you have ever thought about doing anything like this in your life, one, don't check those fucking comments, especially if you're a gay man, because I swear to God, you can be a grown man and do this shit, nobody side-eyes you. You can be a grown woman dressed up as Pomni, nobody side-eyes you. But don't you dare show up on camera as a gay man wearing a Donkey Kong shirt. That is pushing it. That is too much. You're a fucking weirdo if you do that. Like, fuck you, bro. My life is like a video game. It's not my responsibility to fucking adhere to your every single personal, like you're mentally ill. Why is that my responsibility? It's not my fault you believed the first thing that was told to you when you were 6 years old and just never questioned it and ran with it. Like, racism and homophobia and sexism are, like, such a bizarre concept to me. How did you never question, like, any of that? Yeah, I've just been like trying. I like would love to get on camera and record on or like go live on YouTube, you know, all that. But like after, you know, being sick, pulling myself out of bed for the love of the game, and then getting people to like say, just like hearing people say nasty fucking things was like, I need to take a step back. Because you know where I feel safe at? Unironically, I feel safe on TikTok. I have received the best reception on TikTok. You guys are like so real, I just have to say. And I'm not like actively on TikTok, so this is probably some like, just because I'm not on it, I create this like image of like, oh, people on TikTok are mean. No, it's YouTube and Instagram, you guys. So I'm just trying to like really reconnect with myself and my joy, cause shit's fucking bizarre, man. I'm just trying to be out here playing some Hatsune Miku Project Diva Mega Mix and talk about pop culture and how much I love the Super Mario Brothers. Like, it's not a crazy concept. Who's got those fun little Pinocchio P produced songs? Okay, cause I don't know. This one is such a banger. Like, we could absolutely do one that's like visually appealing. But I'm kind of doing it for the love of the song. The joy of people not being in here currently is like I can mess up and nobody fucking sees it. So I'm going to Pride for the first time this weekend ever in my life, and I'm pretty excited. You know, I've never really wanted to go. I think only because the only way that I was like offered to go to Pride or like invited was by my parents. And I don't want to do that, but I was like finally offered by somebody who's like my age, and I'm really excited. I've never been before, so I think it'll be a good experience for me, especially to like get out and socialize. I feel like I've been socializing a lot lately, but I just want to say that I low-key think it's a hate crime that Confessions 2 doesn't come out until literally 2 days after Pride Month ends. What was, you know, I know Madonna's only 16 years old, but it low-key feels a little ill-intended for her to choose that day, because why have I been obsessed with this, like what we've heard of this album so far? It's literally, you know, I feel like I was not looking forward to this album, like in general. Like Madam X was definitely an album. I really like Medellin. I think that's how you pronounce it, like officially, Medellin or Medellin, with Maluma. I really liked that song, but Madam X, you know, it was just one of those like, it felt like a passion project for her, in a sense of like trying to prove something. But Confessions doesn't feel like that. I'm literally hyped for every song on that album, because every song that is released so far has been a banger, and it's crazy how like easy that this album has gotten stuck in my head, and I'm really excited. You know, I made like a Pride playlist, something small, you know, it's got like Kim Petras and Dat Kid and Game Boy, you know, The Essentials, Slater, and I was just really sad that I couldn't include more Confessions 2 tracks. Because you just know all day long we're going to be hearing Born This Way and like Hung Up. So I'm not including those tracks. But in the meantime, I do have to like go back to work because since I've been sick, I have had the luxury, and I genuinely mean luxury, of not having to go to work because I just like, I cannot stand that place. And they started scheduling me 7-hour shifts. There was a song I wanted to do, but now I can't even remember what song it was I wanted to do. They started scheduling me like 7-hour shifts now, and you know, that would be fine. I don't care. I love to work, don't get me wrong, but they don't give you lunch breaks. You don't get a lunch break at this place. Do you know how insane that drives me? I'm gonna be working, you know, 6 hours without a lunch break is already a lot. But now they're gonna be working me 7 hours, and all I get is like a 15-minute break all day long. Like, that's actually insane. I started researching like my state's laws in accordance to like breaks, and I'm low-key, I'm about like that when Lady Gaga said she was about to do some investigations. That's what I'm about to do, because like if I like go up to them and I ask them if I can have a 30 and they don't give it to me, like I'm gonna be calling like the people at the State Department, whoever it does that handles this, because I don't care. Like, not only do I need a break, like, because I do, like, I don't know how you expect anybody to, like, work for 7 hours on your feet, constantly, non-stop, like, helping customers and, like, cleaning, all this, you know, nonsense, without any sort of break. I don't have time to eat on my 15. You know what I do on my 15? I have a small, tiny snack, and I smoke my little candy-colored vape. And that just like, that's not enough time to decompress. So I can't imagine that anybody else would. Like, it's so extremely white knight of me. Like, yes, I do have like white knight tendencies to like, I just care not only for myself, but like the other people working there, because like it's 30 minutes. So one of my coworkers, she told me, I'm gonna go back because we liked when the music is playing. So one of my coworkers, she told me that she, you know, sometimes works up to like 9 hours, and they offer it if you work up to 9 hours. But like the gag is, you're supposed to have one. It's not supposed to be an offer. Like, and I told her, I was like, why don't you take it? She was like, 30 minutes is 30 minutes. And I'm like, no. That's like insane. I don't give a fuck about 30 minutes. I don't give a fuck how much you pay me. You could pay me $7 an hour, which I make pretty close to, honestly. You could pay me $7 an hour and I would still want my 30-minute break. Like, how else am I supposed to be energized, like, enough to take on the day? It's just insane. So I'm just really thinking, you know, you guys, this may be the end of the road for me at this one place, because I just can't do it anymore. And I'm literally that bitch. I am that bitch who will fucking go out of her way to like, I'm like, what does the law say about this? Because this shit pisses me off. They like say it like it's a flex. They're like, we don't have to give you a 30 break. Bitch! What did Beyonce say? She said, America has a problem. No, what did she say? She said, America has got a problem. That album, by the way, let's have that conversation. Why don't we talk about Renaissance enough? You know what album is also like, yes, America has a problem. That's what she said. America has a problem. And then she started talking about like her fucking like giant ass or some shit. And it's one of the best songs on the album. But we need to talk about how Drake, yes, fuck Drake. But how Drake's album, Honestly Nevermind, is also low-key kind of his renaissance, and everybody slept on it. One day, all of the people, they will wake up. Have I ever mentioned that I hate capitalism? How can I make myself the perfect version of myself in order for me to be marketable? Does that make sense? Was me missing that note early marketable? Probably not. But maybe the part of me that is so authentically me is the part that makes me marketable. But then am I falling into the same cracks of capitalism? But then it's like, would you rather be in like, you know, licking the boots of some like major business, or would you rather be the business yourself? America has a problem. I think I'm gonna do like one more song and then I'll hop off. I just like wanted to get on here and yap for a second, you know, considering I have been sick. And I really just wanted to like yap this whole time. I wanted to get on yesterday and like do something, but I was like very irritable yesterday, you know, especially after like receiving those like weird ass comments. I know that's a part of the internet. I know, you know, you can just ignore it, which I am going to do from now on, because like that shit just pisses me off, man. Like what happened, like people get so used to and like comfortable being like miserable, and it's crazy. Like we don't share, like it's so easy to be like vocally cruel or mean about something critical, but you never see like it's very rare for people to be like joyful on the TL, you know? Wait, I wanted to do that song. It was kind of fun. You know what song grew on me a lot? Bring Your Love by Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter. Literally every song off of Confessions 2. Why is it a banger so far? I don't ever do this song. No, because that threw me off a little bit. There's so much to process in this. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will literally see you next time. Like, I will hunt you out, and I will see you the next time that I'm on this live. Don't you dare forget. You better sleep on one eye open.